Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today, we're checking out Farlanders, which is a Mars terraforming, I guess, kind of city builder, base builder style game. We're going to jump into things right now. We're going to be playing through on free play, and we are going to be playing through the scenario Pioneers of Caves Agriculture. We're going to select this difficulty and we're going to jump right on in, because the best way to explain and experience this game is just by playing it. Right, so the first thing to note is that it looks absolutely gorgeous. You play on a very sort of select and I guess constrained field, which really makes things quite challenging. Now, you'll note the variety of different terrain here. Now, we have an objective to build 6 hydroponic farms, which we're going to be trying our best to do. We've also got a little checklist here, which is going to get us going. As ever, I'm going to try and explain exactly what the heck is going on. So, this is turn 1. Yes, this is a turn-based game, but it kind of isn't really. It's only turn-based really for the sake of resource collection, which we're going to get into very, very shortly. A couple of things to note straight away. There's silicon deposits, there are mineral deposits, and there are silicon-rich surface deposits that we can sort of see immediately right on the surface here. There's also water. Water is a valuable commodity, as it turns out on Mars. I think this is a Mars game, but, you know, other terrestrial body, it doesn't particularly matter. There's also wasteland, there's ground, there's sand, there's mountains, and the mountains actually very, very interesting because they all have different sort of effects, the terrain, which is very, very cool indeed. Now, in an ideal world, we would hopefully be able to find a place for our base, perhaps up in the top right-hand corner here. This is interesting for a couple of different reasons. We've got a water deposit, which is quite nearby. We've got a mineral deposit. A mineral deposit is going to allow us to produce a certain resource which we need. And the water deposit is going to allow us to produce food, which is very, very important. There's also a couple of other things sort of scattered around the surface, debris. There is also, yeah, a little underground passage here. We can scroll down to the subsurface layer. We don't need that for now, but we will need that a little bit later on. Right, so as I said, this game is all about terraforming, but we're going to have to get the basics sort of established first. Now, we're going to build ourselves a base here. The base is kind of a unique building because it's the core of everything that you do, and so we are going to build one, and we're going to build one probably right about here. Now, that will establish us with a whole bunch of resources. It gets a whole bunch of resources in the bag, and it also gives us a base of production each and every cycle. So we've got energy, we've got water, we've got food, we've got refined metals, which is basically building materials, and then we've also got glass as well. We've got a couple of other things to sort of keep in mind up at the top here, but that's not super essential. Now, Martian credits as well. We can trade resources with these. We don't really need to worry about these right now, but we will in a little bit. Right, so checklist. What do we need to do? Build a base, build a landing platform, build a basic house. It's pretty much just that simple. Now, because I have sort of eyed up this mineral deposit as a prime sort of resource spot, we are going to build a factory pretty much immediately on this. Now, let's just take a quick little moment to look at exactly what is going on with this factory. The construction cost is outlined up at the top, can be built on literally only mineral deposits. That's the only thing that a factory is good for. It requires power and also a passage to be connected. It produces 30 refined metals each and every cycle, which is great. It also has a bunch of effects, dehydrates adjacent fertile tiles. That doesn't particularly matter. It also consumes 4 tiles and 4 energy and 5 workers, which is noteworthy. It's also worth noting that you can get development from nearby buildings. I can't highlight it, but it's the one that's there. That's basically an adjacency bonus, and this game loves adjacency bonuses, which I also love, so that's great. Anyway, you can see that everybody's going to get sad in this radius, which is exactly actually why I built my base where I did build it, because I want to build some houses, and I want to make sure that they're far enough away from the factory so as not to be negatively impacted. Anyway, right, we've got a shortage of workers. That's entirely to be expected for a variety of reasons, which we'll get to in just a second. It is worth noting that the factory does not have the required connections at the moment, so as you can see, there is a power requirement. We're going to go into utilities. We're going to grab a power line. Boom, build that towards the base. The base has plus 10 power per turn, which is quite nice. We are also going to build a tunnel. The tunnel allows humans to be delivered from the base to the factory, which is great. Happy days. Okay, so that's one of the problems solved. The next problem that we're going to have to solve, power is noteworthy, but to be honest, power is pretty easy for us to do. We can kind of just build it anywhere around here. Wind turbines get adjacency bonuses from being next to other wind turbines, but also mountains, so that's kind of handy as well, but we don't need that for now. Water and agriculture, water condensers, greenhouses. Yep, greenhouses are going to fit very nicely in over here, which is exactly why, again, I built the base where I did. But no, what we need right now are we need basic houses. Now, basic houses are pretty handy because they're going to allow us to get people. We're going to build 2 for now, because the maximum number of workers that we can get coming to join us is 10 per turn, I believe, so that's kind of noteworthy. There's also the turn order down here, which you can kind of see. You can see next migration wave with 10 people available, newcomers in 1 turn, requires 1 landing platform, which is exactly what we're going to get. We're going to get a landing platform. We're going to build it right next to the base, which is the only place that we can build it. That completes the checklist. Happy days, and it allows us to go to the next turn. And it allows us to get the migration wave, and that is bada bim, bada boom. That is 10 people that are going to come and live in the house. And the houses are magically going to spring to life. Boom, they're going to be inflated, and the people are going to live in them. And as a consequence of hitting a population milestone, that is 10 people, we have managed to level up the colony. That unlocks the tech tree. It unlocks the ability to terraform. Very cool. Terraform recycling 1 to terraforming into Terratech. And we've got 6 research points and 2 electronics. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's unpack a little bit about what just happened there. First of all, this menu now becomes available. That is fantastic. That is great. We can toggle it on and off. We can save terraforming bits and bobs. But the point is that this is where this game really shines. These fantastic little terraforming cards will allow us to change the landscape in a very interesting way. Now, depending on what you're trying to introduce, you can see here that we've got a dig icon and a couple of mountain icons. If we put a mountain in the caverns, then it's going to level it off. If we put a mountain in the middle of nowhere, then it's going to level it off. If we decide to dig, we can dig certain things and get and change the different types of, or change the types of grounds. That's kind of cool. We've also got this. We've got fire and whatever, nothingness, I guess, on the other one. Fire will allow us to get rid of water. Look at that if we hover the fire icon over the water. But fire is useful because it will turn ice. It will turn ice into water if we have ice. Anyway, we don't actually particularly need anything right now. I'm not going to worry about any of this. I think we're actually just going to save. Yeah, we'll save that for the next turn because we don't get terraforming every turn. Look at this. New terraform arrives in 2 turns. Next wave migration is available in 2 turns. Requires 1 landing platform. So that is noteworthy. We can also very briefly check out the tech tree here. It's quite expansive, actually. We've got what? We've got scouting, anomaly research camp, scanner, a dedicated research camp with the brightest minds on Mars study nearby anomalies. That's cool. Energy conservation, reinforced power lines, solar panels, and capacitors. That would be kind of nice because we'll take a look at our power in a second, but I'm pretty sure we're power negative. Water extraction, reinforced pipe, water pump, and a water tank. I am actually going to research that immediately, and the reason being is that we need a water pump for the checklist. However, that being said, maybe we change things around a little bit. Anyway, you can see that the energy situation is negative, but we got 10 energy in the bank, so we're not actually that bothered about anything, to be honest. I think the next objective for us is to get the greenhouses down. And I'd really like to do that. We've got 10 workers, by the way, and 10 potential workers, and 5 of them are actually working at the moment. So we've got the opportunity to perhaps get a few more production buildings. Let's build 1 greenhouse here. Now, a greenhouse, very simply, has to be built on fertile ground, which is ground around a water puddle. Requires sunlight, requires power lines, requires pipes, requires a passage, and it gives us 5 food, which is great. At the moment, we're still food positive, but that's because the base gives us plus 10, so that's noteworthy. I also want to get a water pump. A water pump, unfortunately, right, is going to take away the fertile ground. So we need to rely on terraforming something to perhaps give us another water puddle. That would be really great. But anyway, let's not worry about that for now. Let's worry about the second objective. Let's try and get greenhouses developed, shall we? Reinforced pipe. I don't need reinforced pipe at this moment in time, I don't think. But we may in the future. Right, let's get power. Beautiful. I probably could have... whatever, it doesn't matter. And there's no pipes. Let's... Do I want to get reinforced pipe? I mean, what's the difference? What's the difference? Quadruple? You know what? Let's just get normal pipes. Just give me normal pipes for now. That's fine. There we go. Right, so as you can see, we're going to start to see a little bit of a drain on the greenhouse there, but that is fine. Future events, nothing happening on turn 3. That's good. Can I build another greenhouse? I think we can just about manage another greenhouse. Is there any adjacency bonuses? There is an adjacency bonus from being next to another greenhouse, so that is immediately going to be useful. However, we don't have the workers to actually maintain that, greenhouse. That's fine, though. That's fine. We are completely out of everything of usefulness, really. We need to bear in mind our water as well, and also our energy, but I think we should be fine. Yeah, let's turn off the greenhouse, because at the end of the day, I don't need more food, and I would rather have the metals coming in. Yeah, I'd rather have the metals coming in. So we'll turn that off temporarily, wait until the next turn, and then we will see what we have got going on. Now, there's nothing arriving at the landing pad. Obviously, a whole bunch of energy is being sapped away. That's fine. We can also take a look. We can also take a look, by the way, at our... We can also take a look at exactly what we've got here. Maybe we want to take advantage of this. Maybe we want to do something. I'm not sure that we particularly do. These aren't particularly useful or interesting terraforming tiles. They're pretty average, I would say, in the grand scheme of things. But they're okay. We got a migration wave. We got a migration wave coming in a turn. We've also got new terraforming stuff, so we should at least use this stuff up. Yeah, we don't get adjacency bonuses from houses, which is noteworthy. How much is it going to cost for me to get a wind turbine? 18? I mean, if I was to do that, that would be great. How much power does it get? +3, +2. I mean, that's not bad, is it? I mean, what about if we have a little look at our tech tree? Solar panel. Solar panel gives us +3, but it also doesn't cost anywhere near as many building materials. Farming utilities, is that useful? Food silo, maybe. I think we'll take the solar panel, to be honest. I think we'll take the solar panel. Solar panels, do they get adjacencies from other solar panels? They do. That's real good, actually. I mean, that pretty much fixes our issues, like... And it costs us a little bit of glass, but we've got plenty of glass coming in. We've got glass from the base, which is +5 each and every turn. The capacitor as well. Like, we can boost up our power production. If we sort of keep this area free for power production, then that's going to be great. That's going to allow us to spend many, many, many more resources on... There we go. On housing, which I think is probably the most important thing for us right now. When we get this migration wave, then we'll really be able to... We'll be able to fully get everybody in here. Also, I'm thinking maybe we're going to need a little bit of extra... That's the wrong button. Maybe we're going to need a little bit of extra space. So what I can do is I can rotate this. A little bit of extra space for our houses here. This is going to be a bit of a long-term development project. But if we put the... We put that in there. We are going to create a mountain, which is not a bad thing. But we're going to get some wasteland. Right, so we're going to need to further develop this land in order to make it useful and viable. But for now, I mean, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. I think we can be reasonably happy about that. Now, water, again, water is going to become a massive issue because for each and every one of our population, we're going to need an individual water, and we need to get a water pump. I have no idea where we're going to do that. This is ice over here, which we're going to need to fire up, literally, to make it not ice anymore. Yeah. Right, colony info. Let's have a little look at this. I haven't showed this off yet, but that's fine. We've got an objective, build 6 hydroponic farms. A fledging colony, which is the next sort of level up, is going to unlock trading, colony morale, loans, and also give us a whole bunch of food and tokens and whatnot, or research tokens. We need 30 population in order to hit that. I think that is very, very doable, especially given that I have specifically tailored my base to accept another 10 people this turn, which is great. It's also going to be pretty darn useful. There we go. You can see that we need another, 10 people to hit that. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. This is going to be opportune. So, interesting indeed. So, this is great. For example, let's take the most simple tile here. Now, if we were to place this down on any surface, then it would become a puddle of ice. However, if we put it down... Look at that. Like, that would get us a whole bunch of fertile soil. If we were to put it down over here, then it would become instantly water. And that would allow us to get... our pump going. Ooh, I do like that. Now, it's not going to give us any more fertile ground. Well, it will give us fertile ground, but we're going to put a pump on it, which is immediately going to, like, destroy the fertile ground. Let's not do this quite yet. Let's get our greenhouse sort of turned back on. That's great. We don't want to turn it on to 50% capacity. That's fine as is. How many working people do we have available? 7. That's going to allow us to get our third and final greenhouse over there. That's good. Power-wise, oh my goodness, we're going to run out of power. Not this turn, but next turn. Okay, immediately we're sorted. Everything is like maximum G'd up here. That is super good. That's great. We got extra energy coming in here because we've hit level 2 on all of these solar panels. That is great. Love to see it. That's fantastic. Right, we've got nothing. What's this? Use, save. Oh, yeah, I need to do that. 2 turns. 2 turns. We've got another 10 people coming along. That is fantastic. Do we need to worry about anything else this turn? Not really. I mean, water is a concern, but that's okay. We don't have any more technology points to use. I think we just need to literally wash this in here. There we go. We've got a lovely little bit of water there. We're going to build a water pump right over here. It's not going to end up destroying... Oops. There we go. It's not going to end up destroying the fertility of the greenhouses, which is nice. I don't think I need to worry about reinforced power at the moment, but I will. What is that? Reinforced pipes. Okay, let's do that. And there. That's cool. I think that's fine. Fantastic. That's reinforced pipes. Plus 32 water. Right. I did kind of have a little bit of a problem with power there, but that's a problem that we can rectify next turn. The good news is that we don't have to do it this turn. Yeah, let's go to the next one. It should just be a straight up sort of, you know, resource collection round, with the exception of power, which we are going to fix. We're going to fix, presumably with more solar panels. Yeah, I think more solar panels. Let's go this way. Yeah. That turns everything back on. Plus 6 power. Holy cow. I mean, that was a bit of an investment, but it did kind of get us there, because we got these solar panels leveled up to level 3, which is really, really nice. The problem that we're now going to face is that I don't think that I have the ability to build 2... No, I don't have the ability to build 2... maybe shouldn't have done that. Maybe shouldn't have done that at all. Yeah, because now we're going to be able to get 1 basic house, which is great, but we're not going to have the ability to afford a second one. So we're going to be able to bring 5 people down, but we're not going to be able to bring that second. I would need to demolish 2 solar panels now. Is there anything that I can demolish here? I mean, that would get us 3. I might actually do this. Yeah, I know that's going to disconnect the tunnel. I know it's going to lead to negative 10 food, but the good news is that if we're able to do this, then we're able to get, like, another house. This doesn't lead to negative area, does it? No. I really would like to get... Okay, that's fine. Okay, the good news is that it's not... How do we only have 7? How do we have 7 left? I have no idea. The good news is... This is fine. If we've got 7 left, then we can go... Oh, it's 8. It's 8 to build a tunnel. Okay, that's fine. Look, at the end of the day, that is a-okay. We got a power line in here. I feel like there's a power line which is not required somewhere. Is it this one? I think it might be. I don't know how to destroy power lines without, like, destroying everything. Yeah, I kind of don't want to chance it. Look, the important thing is that we managed to nab our extra. We managed to nab our extra people. That is fantastic. That's really, really great. We did go into a very, very slight food deficit, but it's only going to be for a turn. And boom, we're going to hit the next level. Brilliant. So trading, we've got the ability to do trading, colony morale, improve morale, community centers, parks, restaurants, etc. Loans. Oh, I love a little bridging loan. You love to see it. And we also managed to get a little bit of extra food from that. So that actually worked out not too badly at all. Right. Is there anything that I need to address, like, immediately? Not particularly. Not particularly at all. Do I want to trade? Do I want to trade for anything? I mean, no, not really. I don't think I particularly care. Requires trading technology to sell goods. Yeah, I mean, we can get that, but it's okay. Technology tree, I am very, very interested in this. Terraforming tools, I love the idea of terraforming tools and further accelerating whatever we're able to do. I don't want to look at the terraforming options this turn quite yet because I would like to get... I'd like to get my objectives sorted. Let's do that in there, and let's get ourselves another greenhouse. Boom. Okay, and that's a level 2 greenhouse as well, which is going to upgrade, and that is going to produce even more food. Now, food is still negative. Food is still bad. It's not great, but it's not the end of the world. Right, what I would like to do is, if I'm able to dig... Yeah, I would be able to dig my way to get another... greenhouse in here. Now, that would be super interesting. I think I might just straight up do that. Doesn't feel, like, totally useful, but it's not bad. Digging on regular ground will turn it into fertile soil, which is actually kind of useful. Maybe I should have done that before. Ah, whatever. Look, we're gonna need another greenhouse anyway. I don't know why I'm worrying about it. Solar panel wise, I think we can get another solar panel. Don't mind if I do, because it costs so little. Costs so little to actually manufacture. There we go, and that's gonna bump you up to a level 3, which is fantastic, which just means that we're getting so much. We're getting so much bang for our buck. It really is good. We do need to be digging this here too. We'll get another terraforming option very, very soon indeed. But I think for now, we're pretty much okay. We've got a very, very clear roadmap on what we need to do. I think we're good. I think we're good on absolutely everything. Right, let's go into the tech tree and have a little look. We've got scouting, glass production. I don't think that I actually need to worry about a glass. Ground hydrator, maybe. Terraforming tools. I really like the idea of a terraforming tool. Heat into energy. We don't really need more energy. Ground stabilizer, ice drill. Nah, it doesn't really feel that useful. Let's get glass production. Efficient housing, sure. Let's move towards that. We've got 7 points left. Commerce, spaceport, trade shuttle. Ooh, that would allow us to sell. That would allow us to sell. And I tell you what, we got plenty of water. Why don't I do that? Let's do it. Excellent. Happy days. Right, so that's an expansion. What do we need? We need 30 materials. Ah, we can get that. We can get that soon. Mineral depot. Oh, that's going to allow us to increase our total storage. That's not going to be useful. Not for a while. Glass refinery. What does that use? Production glass. It can be built on a silicon deposit, which is over here. I mean, look, there's opportunity. There's opportunity there. Let's see if we get any new objectives right now. Nothing new in terms of objectives, which is nice. That means that we just need to progress towards... Oh, look at that. I can take out some loans. We just need to progress towards getting ourselves the objective completed. Now, what do we need in order to build hydroponic farms? Well, I'll tell you. Hydroponic farms are... Bacteria, advanced farming, flora under the domes... Deep water pumping, underground farming. Right, so we need to progress down this route anyway. We also need to hit our next colony milestone. What is that, 60 people? We're going to see the opportunity for 10 people to migrate. Now, I didn't get advanced housing. But we can maybe get that. We need to do unadvanced housing first. Right. Okay. Food, greenhouse. Yep, we'll get it. But let's get a spaceport first so we can start selling stuff off. Let's go here. Sure. Allows the following buildings to function. Landing platform. Yeah, I mean, we've already got a landing platform, right? So I'm hopeful that we can use the same landing platform to trade. I guess that's the case. Let's go into trading. Aha, now we can sell. Look at this. Requires 1 shuttle for delivery. I believe, is that in expansion? Oh, goodness gracious me. I have absolutely no idea where the shuttle is that we build. Module. Do I need to build another landing platform? I may need to build another landing platform. Okay, let's do it. I panicked. Trade shuttle. Okay, we can actually build... Oh, we can build a trade shuttle on this one too. I suspect... Okay, let's do that. We'll do that next turn. I suspect that, honestly, it's probably a good thing that I have a separate landing platform for it, because then that presumably means that both that my colonists are going to be able to be delivered here. I'm not going to build this. I don't want to be debated into doing that. I would like to get some... I'd like to get some more housing first. Ooh, look at this. TNT. If we were to TNT here, it would create holes. But if I was to TNT the mountains, it would create... wasteland. Now, I can dig 1 or 2 of these areas. I mean, is anything going to be that helpful, to be honest? I think digging there is probably better. Yeah, we also probably want to move towards the silicon deposit. How on earth we're going to do that? Or maybe move towards this silicon deposit. How on earth we do that, I'm not sure. Whatever the case, we need to dig... We need to dig this area right here. Yeah, okay. I think we're literally just going to dig right there. Dig right there. It doesn't feel fantastic, but it feels okay. We'll get basic house in here. Basic house in here. That's wonderful. That's great. That's going to give us the opportunity to get 2 more, well, 10 more colonists, really. Filling that area would be kind of nice. More solar panels. We have space for more solar panels in here if we need to. I'd rather not do that, but again, it's an opportunity. It's there. We're going to take 10. We are going to take 10 people. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Food is decreasing, but we've got plenty of workers. Interesting. Okay, let's get a trade shuttle, but maybe let's get food first. Wait, to be fair, we don't actually need food right this very second. We do need power. There we go. And... there we go. Oh, man. Let's do that as well. Oh, that's fantastic. That is an incredible amount of power. Let's also get a greenhouse. I think I actually love solar panels. They're great. Right, that greenhouse doesn't actually fix our food problems, believe it or not. I say believe it or not. It's very, very believable that that doesn't fix our food problems. There is a way that we can... There is a way that we can do this. We can get another water pump, and that is gonna allow us to boost it up, right? Yeah, water pump needs to be G'd up by water pumps. That's okay. That's okay. I'm content with that. What's our next population milestone? 60 people. Let's get a trade shuttle right now. Let's not get a trade shuttle right now. Let's wait until next turn to get a trade shuttle. The trade shuttle, by the way, is going to allow us to help sustain our credits, which is going to allow us to help sustain, you know, our... There we go. Beautiful. Allow us to sustain our... any one of these resources, which is particularly weak. If I go into trading, I mean, we could buy food, right? 13 food, 10 food. 61 per unit, 56 per unit, 13 food. I mean, to be honest, 13 food's a pretty good deal. Let's do it. Let's do it. Happy days. Happy days. Let's make that happen. We'll queue that up for purchase. We're fine on all other fronts. Trading proposals will be updated in a turn. 2 turns away from new stuff. We got a trading proposal locked in. I think we're going to save. I think we're going to save these things. I don't even really want to look at it right now. I want to move out here. Can we build tunnel? No, we can't build tunnel We can't build tunnel on this. We need to get through here in order to get to the silicon deposit. That is the only way that we can do it. Okay, and TNT, well, digging is going to help, but it's not going to help that much. Oh, look at that. We got ourselves a little bit of food. Beautiful. Okay, well, it was a good experiment more than anything else. I mean, it wasn't particularly useful long term, but that's fine. No, we can't do that in there. Yeah, so digging, I don't really want to use... I don't want to use such a valuable dig for this, but I think we have to. Yeah. Okay, let's do that in there. And then let's just slowly but surely just creep our habitats out of here. Because we got people coming next turn, which is good. Glass refinery, what do we need for a glass refinery? It's in production, right? Glass refinery would be there. But then we would have to fill this gap because there's no way that we can actually get to it otherwise. We also need to get more food, which I am super aware of. Another greenhouse over here. Another greenhouse over here seems brilliant to me. Yeah, excellent. The problem with this... Yeah, we've got extra materials in there that will not make a difference. Power line's going to have to go in there. Tunnel's going to have to go in there. Pipe's going to have to go over there. And that's going to put an extra little strain on our water system. But if we're able to dig this tile, then we're going to be able to create even better prospects for ourselves. Cool. Right, let's bring in 10 more people. This is great. The colony is expanding. Everything is going as it should. Part of the fact is I think that we've just had this factory throughout, just like, you know, getting stuff done, which is fantastic. Is there a way that we can actually upgrade the factory? Maybe I just get a mineral deposit right next door. Maybe I literally just get a mineral deposit right next door. I think I do that, to be honest. Yeah, I think we do that. And that doesn't quite give us the bonus that we're after, but you know what? Job done. Like it'll help get us across the line. I would love some more building resources. 37 per unit, 17 per unit. Yeah, I'll take this. I think I'll take this one. Cool. That's good. And can I sell... I don't want to sell anything. I don't want to sell anything at all. Power is iffy. Yeah, power is very iffy. This is also iffy. I don't like any of these terraforming options here. There's not a lot of great stuff happening. 3 turns until migration. Glass depot. I mean, I'm not particularly... But oh, what am I talking about? There's a silicon deposit right down here. Why was I not looking at that before? That's going to lower happiness. That is suboptimal in the absolute extreme. But do we really have a choice? No. Is the answer to that question. We do not have a choice. We do not have a choice. We need to find a way to get more population in here. Like, that's absolutely critical. Okay. Let's get tunnels over here. Let's get power over here. There we go. That's fine. And let's go to the next turn. We're going to save everything, and then just move on. I don't know why I didn't see this before, but that's an absolutely perfect deposit for us to turn into glass. Nice. Loads and loads of extra materials there coming in hot. Let's get a glass refinery. Boom. Let's get that down. I almost connected the power line, but not quite. That is fine. That is fine. Now, the fact that we've got negative happiness here is not exactly ideal. 2.2 happiness in the house next door, 1.2 in this house. That's going to bring, yeah, it's going to bring everyone down. You know, for want of a better phrase, it's going to bring absolutely everyone down. But there's not much you can really do about that, I suppose, is there? We don't really need to terraform anything. We just need more houses at this point, I think. Yeah. Well, we'll build one additional house. It's not going to make a huge difference. I mean, Dig? What about if we were to dig? What about if we were to dig here? That would get us 1 extra solar panel. That's quite nice. Alternatively, there's solar panels over here. There's also the opportunity for a greenhouse. Tell you what, I think I'm going to take the opportunity to get another greenhouse in there. But for now, let's also get some more solar panels. How on earth we're going to get more water, I have absolutely no idea. There we go. That basically fixes our power situation. The good news is that solar panels have kept us humble, which is nice. Right, there is a shortage of food, but if I'm clever about this, then we can maybe get ourselves some more food. 64 per unit, 64 per unit, 52 per unit. That's a way better deal than anything else. Let's do it. Now, I've spent down, but I haven't actually got much of anything else. However, maybe there's going to be an opportunity to sell glass come the next trading round. That would be nice. I don't want to save yet, just until I've looked at things. What are we at? We need 60 colonists. Okay, we'll be able to get the next level of colony established if we're able to get ourselves 1 additional house, which I'm going to be able to do. That's nice. Water is still, like... Water is bad. Water is really, really bad. Now, there is another way that we can get water. We can get water through the water condenser. But, I mean, that's iffy. That's really, really iffy. Doesn't feel great, does it? We'll do that. We'll do that. I mean, that will... That was also a wasted pipe there. I didn't need to do that. I need to stop doing that. Yeah, I mean, that will sort of soften the blow. It'll take us from an instantly running out of water this turn to surviving for 3 turns or whatnot. That's pretty good. Again, this greenhouse is still an option, still ready to go in the middle there. But I think we'll just save this. We're also going to wrap this up right about here. This is a great little game. Farlanders. I feel like we didn't really even scratch the surface, to be honest. Oh, we did get halfway down the tech tree, give or take. And as I say, it's a series of really interesting sort of leveling up your colony. We got the thriving settlement coming along as well with the government subsidies, worker salaries, terraform trading, whole bunch of stuff. The way of the game, just changes completely over the course of it, which is really, really lovely. But we're going to wrap things up for now, so hopefully you've enjoyed. Ladies and gents, please do indeed consider checking out the Patreon if you're interested in helping make videos like this possible. But for now, and for me, my name, of course, has been Over the Potato. I'll see you next time. Bye.